Welcome to another episode of the Speak English with a British Accent podcast. In this show, we have some telephone role plays to practice and some ideas of how to speak up in a meeting. So let's head to Section 1. Section 1. Roleplay Time, 3 common work calls in perfect British English. So we've covered small talk, call transfers, messages and voicemails, and now it's time to put it all into practice. In this section, you'll get 3 realistic workplace phone scenarios, complete with natural British phrases, pronunciation tips, and connected speech. These are the types of calls that happen every day in offices across the UK. And yes, you can practice them aloud with your best RP accent, with maybe a mug of tea. So scenario 1, confirming an order. We have a receptionist and a caller. We'll start with the receptionist. Good morning, Thames Supplies. This is Maria speaking. Hi Maria, it's Imogen from Hamilton Creative. I'm just calling to confirm our stationery order for next week. Of course, let me just check that for you. Yes, we've got you down for delivery on Tuesday the 18th before midday. Brilliant. And can I just double check it's going to our Bishopsgate office? Yes, that's what I've got here. Is there anything else I can help with? No, that's all. Thanks very much. Appreciate your help. My pleasure. Have a great day. So some useful phrases in that conversation. I'm just calling to confirm. Can I double check? Is there anything else I can help with? And a little intonation tip. Use a warm, rising tone for service phrases like have a great day and fall at the end of statements so it makes you sound certain. OK, let's do scenario 2, which is chasing a late payment. Again, we've got a caller, a receptionist, who puts them through to accounts. OK, let's start with the caller. Good afternoon, this is Zoe from AllPoints Marketing. Could I speak to someone in accounts, please? Certainly. One moment. Hello, Janet speaking. Hi Janet, I'm just chasing up on an invoice we sent over last month, number 3945. It looks like payment's still outstanding. Let me bring that up. Yes, I see it here. Apologies, it's queued for processing this week. Thanks for checking. If there's any issue, just drop me an email. Will do. Thank you for your patience. No problem. Speak soon. So some useful phrases that came up in that scenario. I'm just chasing up. It looks like payment's still outstanding. Thanks for your patience. And remember, in connected speech, let me bring that up. Let me bring that up. Let me bring that up. So we almost lose that final T in that. And if there's any issue, so it's a Z sound at the end of there's, which runs into any. If there's any issue. So let's do scenario 3, which is following up after a meeting. Again, we've got a caller and a receiver. Let's start with the caller. Hi, it's Danielle from Northbridge Recruitment, just following up on our meeting last Friday. Oh, hi Danielle. Yes, thanks for calling. No problem. I just wanted to check if you had a chance to review the proposal we discussed. Yes, I did. I actually had a couple of questions I was hoping to email you about. Perfect. Feel free to send those over. I'm happy to arrange another call if that's easier. Great. I'll get those over later today. That's lovely. Thanks again and speak soon. So some useful phrases in that scenario was just following up on. And I just wanted to check. I just wanted to check. And of course, feel free to send those over. Feel free to send those over. A little intonation tip. Use a slightly rising tone on softer questions. Had a chance to review the proposal we discussed? It's not a hard question, it's just gently confirming. So your practice is to listen to those, to repeat them, and to record your version. These short scripts are brilliant for shadowing practice. I shall put each of these dialogues in the show notes so you can practice. Use the dialogues to practice your intonation, your rhythm, and sounding polite and confident. Try saying each at least twice, once slowly for accuracy, and another at a natural pace. And some bonus phrases for workplace calls. Sorry to chase, I just wanted to check in on. Sorry to chase, I just wanted to check in on. And I'll send over a quick summary by email. I'll send over a quick summary by email. And let me know if there's anything you need from my end. Let me know if there's anything you need from my end. And thanks again for your time. Thanks again for your time. And finally, speak soon. Take care. Speak soon. Take care. So want to keep levelling up your phone confidence? Well, why not join the British Accent Bundle, which includes listening, speaking and pronunciation practice that goes far beyond hello. You can sound smooth and self-assured on work calls, one role play at a time. Go to learningbritishaccent.com/bundle. Section 2. How to say I don't know, like a true Brit. Saying I don't know is technically fine. But in British English, especially RP, we've developed a whole menu of delightfully indirect ways to admit we're clueless, without sounding clueless. So here are 6 British-flavoured, RP-friendly ways to dodge a direct answer, with elegance, of course. OK, number 1. I haven't the foggiest. I haven't the foggiest. This is a bit dramatic, it's slightly theatrical but very British. Haven't the foggiest, sorry. Number 2. Not a clue. Not a clue. This is blunt, but it's still charming. Not a clue what he's going on about. Number 3. I couldn't say. I couldn't say. Translation, I won't speculate and you can't make me. Will they be joining us? I couldn't say. It's perfectly polite and it's perfectly evasive. Number 4. Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. A classic for shared bewilderment. Why is the kettle in the fridge? Your guess is as good as mine. Use with a knowing nod. Number 5, we have I wouldn't know, I'm afraid. I wouldn't know, I'm afraid. This is polite, sincere, very RP. Is this the right platform? I wouldn't know, I'm afraid. And finally, search me. Search me. This is dry, it's understated. How do you even pronounce that? Search me. Bonus points if you do it with a shrug. Tuck these away and try them next time someone asks you something baffling. Just don't say, I dunno. We're better than that. Section 3. 10 British questions that aren't looking for answers. Some questions seek knowledge. Others are just British. These ones aren't looking for particular answers, they're looking to express quiet alarm, sarcastic disbelief, or a gentle nudge of judgment, all wrapped in perfect politeness. Let's dive in. Number 1. What's all this then? Translation, something suspicious is happening. What's all this then? Start with a light rise on what's all this and a slight drop on then. It's curious but composed. Moving on to number 2. Do you call that a? Translation, I'm unimpressed. 3. Everything all right? Everything all right? Translation, something is clearly not all right. Don't rise too sharply, keep a flat, casual tone. In RP, all right is not all right. All right. Number 4. Having a bit of trouble, are we? Having a bit of trouble, are we? Translation, I'm watching you struggle. This is light and amused. The are we could rise as if you're teasing kindly. Having a bit of trouble, are we? Number 5. Is that wise? Translation, it's obviously not. There's a slight rise-fall on wise. Keep the tone restrained, never dramatic. Number 6. Really? Really? Translation, I don't believe you. Really? You could use a flat, unimpressed tone. In RP, really can mean everything from, oh, how fascinating, to, that's absolute nonsense. Number 7. Did you mean to do that? Translation, you clearly didn't, but I'm giving you a way out. Gentle curiosity, no rising intonation at the end. Keep it soft. Did you mean to do that? Number 8. Are you quite sure? Are you quite sure? Translation, I doubt that very much. Quite is what gets the stress here. In RP, quite softens and formalises the sentence. Number 9. Well, that's one way of doing it. Translation, not my way and not a good way. It's a very flat tone, dry delivery. Try a little pause after well. Well, that's one way of doing it. And finally, number 10. Should you be doing that? Translation, please stop. Keep it measured. In RP, the power is in the restraint. Let's do a little RP dialogue practice. So, you're in the office. A new colleague is not doing so well with the printer. And you say, everything all right? They? Oh, yes, just trying to print this. Having a bit of trouble, are we? I think I clicked the wrong thing. Did you mean to cancel everyone's jobs? No. Well, that's one way of doing it. Should I call IT? Is that wise? These questions may sound polite on the surface, but they're often doing a lot of heavy lifting underneath. Mastering the intonation and delivery is what makes them so deliciously British. So the next time you want to express concern, disapproval, or quiet amusement without actually saying it outright, now you've got just the phrases for it. Go on then, practice them out loud. Or better yet, use one on an unsuspecting friend and see if they squirm. Section 4. How to speak up in a meeting without sounding pushy. Let's be honest, British office meetings can feel like polite combat. Everyone's smiling and nodding and pretending to agree while secretly planning to do the exact opposite. So how do you join in without sounding like you're taking over? How do you speak up without being labelled a bit much. So today I'll show you how to share your ideas clearly in a British meeting, use softening phrases that keep you sounding polite, not pushy, and we'll give you practice with your RP pronunciation so you sound polished and confident. So some common phrases for contributing to a meeting. Don't say, "We should do it this way." What would be better is, "I just wonder if we might consider doing it this way." So don't say, "That's wrong." Maybe a better way would be, "I see where you're coming from, but perhaps we could look at it from another angle." And perhaps don't say, "This is the best idea." It might be better to put it, "It might be worth exploring this option as well." Do you notice the difference? These hedging phrases are extremely British. They make your point without sounding like a total know-it-all. Let's do a little dialogue. Speaking up the British way. So we've got a chairperson and yourself. The chairperson starts. "Right, so we've got 2 options for next quarter's campaign. Any thoughts?" Yes, I just wanted to say it might be worth considering a focus on younger customers, actually." "Interesting. Tell us more." "Well, I've noticed there's been a bit of a shift on social media. It's just something we might want to factor in." "Good point, thanks." So the key phrases in that mini dialogue: "I just wanted to say," "It might be worth considering," "It's just something we might want to factor in." So here's some bonus phrases to practice. Try these in your next team meeting, or mirror role play if you're freelance and talking to a potted plant. "Can I just add something quickly? Would it be all right if I made a suggestion? I'm not sure if this is useful, but..." Just to build on what Alice said, perhaps another way to look at it might be, "You don't need to sound like Alan Sugar. You need to sound like someone people want to listen to. And that starts with tone and tact and terrifically British delivery." If you want to sound more RP when you use phrases like these, why not sign up to my British Accent Bundle? It's your all-in-one toolkit to sound like a charming, competent Brit, not a stressed-out chatbot. learningbritishaccent.com/bundle. Well, that brings us to the end of another working week. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you're enjoying the podcast and have clicked that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Do join the British Accent Bundle if you want to improve your British English accent. Links are in the show notes, and I'll see you here next time. Bye for now.
Hi, I'm Chris Gethard, and I'm very excited to tell you about Beautiful Anonymous, a podcast where I talk to random people on the phone. I tweet out a phone number, thousands of people try to call. I talk to one of them, they stay anonymous, I can't hang up, that's all the rules. I never know what's going to happen. We get serious ones. I've talked with meth dealers on their way to prison. I've talked to people who survived mass shootings. Crazy funny ones. I talked to a guy with a goose laugh, somebody who dresses up as a pirate on the weekends. I never know what's going to happen. It's a great show. Subscribe today, Beautiful Anonymous.